Assalamu'alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I am Hanis Pelda from 3A class. In this video, I'm going to practice my speaking. So without further ado, let's start.
Hello.
Hello,
Please take a seat. My name is Jane Smith. Can you tell me your full name, please?
Hanis Pelda.
Can you tell me where you are from?
I'm from Indonesia.
Now, in this first part, I would like to ask you some questions about yourself. Let's talk about your work or studies. Are you a student or do you work?
I study. I'm a second-year student at Rio University studying English education.
What is your place of study like?
Well, I actually do e-learning study for now, so basically my place of study is my room, which is full of my stuffs, and there is my study desk with a good lighting for me to study, so it's very comfortable for me.
What do you like about your study?
I suppose the best thing is I get to learn things that I am interested in. Also, the people I make friends with, they are all nice.
Is there anything you don't like about your study?
The long hours. It makes me bored and kind of stressed learning the lesson for hours.
Thank you. Let's talk about free time. Do you have a lot of free time?
No, I have a lot of assignments waiting for me.
Do you spend your free time outside?
Not really. I prefer stay at home watching some movies and doing stuff, but sometimes I do walk outside to get some fresh air.
What sort of things do you like doing outside?
I like to go jogging because I find it very relaxing, and sometimes I go with my friends to places and spend our time together.
Thank you. Is there a free time activity you would like to try in the future?
Well, I would like to go wakeboarding or jet skiing.
Why?
Well, because it is something. I live in Dumai and there is no opportunity for me to do that since there is no water sports center here, and I really like the sea and beaches, so I just really like to give it a try.
Let's talk about animals now. Do you like animals?
Well, depends on what animal it is.
Do you have any animals in your home as a pet?
No, I don't. My family and I don't really have time to take care of it since we have so many things to do.
Did you have a pet when you were a child?
No, I didn't. None of my family had the habit of keeping pets, but I did have friends who had pets. One had many cats to the point her house is full of cats.
Would you like to have a pet in the future?
I wouldn't. It would just be one more thing to have to think about, and I don't think I can take care of it well.
Thank you. Now I am going to give you a topic and I would like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
I would like you to describe a special event or festival you liked. Describe a special event or festival that you liked. Say what the event was, where it was, what happened, and say why you liked it. All right. Can you start speaking now, please?
Yes. Well, the festival that I really like and enjoy is the night market. It is a festival that is held in my city, Dumai, once a year. I always go there every year. There is so many things to do there, such as buying some clothes, playing some games, and trying some food. For me, the best thing is when I get to taste a lot of food there. I really like eating, that is why I always like it every time I go there. The food tastes very delicious.
Thank you. Did the other people also enjoy this event?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, the streets were live, people were having a really, really great time.
We have been talking about a special event or festival that you liked. And now I'd like to talk about celebrations in more general terms. Why do you think celebrations are important in society?
I think the point of celebration is to pull all the people together. It is literally something that we have in common and celebrate it, and it could be with our families, or it could be our friends, or even our neighborhood.
And apart from this benefit that you've talked about, that festivals bringing people together, are there any other benefits to them, do you think, or any drawbacks?
Well, in terms of another benefit, I think these festivals probably encourage people to spend more money. So I think there must be an economic benefit because I've noticed in these things when they go to these festivals, they're eating and drinking, or perhaps they're buying clothes or fireworks or something like that. So there must be quite a big economic impact. And for the drawbacks, I think possibly with so many people gathered in one place, you could have experienced people behaving badly towards you or others.
Do you think celebrations are experienced differently by the different generations? By younger and older people? Do you think they experience these events differently?
Well, I think so. I think that older people might appreciate these celebrations because it's like a continuation of something they are familiar with. Like it is something that is part of their culture, so they might be appreciative of it. Whereas I think younger people probably just enjoy them for the fun of being outside, being with their friends, something new, something different, just something lively.
Do you think in the future these types of events will become more or less common?
That's quite difficult. I think what's matter is whether people will continue to support them or not. I think that people do benefit from these things and will continue to support these local initiatives in the future. So I think they probably get stronger in the future.
Let's talk now about international events. Do you think international events help to promote cooperation and collaboration between countries?
Well, it depends. I mean, some international events, for something like the World Cup or the Olympics, where that millions of people around the world are watching the same event as you, I think that can set up a sense of all of us being in it together in some way. But I don't really see how it helps promote cooperation because most of them are competitive. Perhaps cultural events are a little bit different because then you will actually have to collaborate and cooperate.
And do you think international sporting events are more popular with the older or younger generation?
For me, they are probably more popular with sort of middle-aged and older people. I think with the whole social media thing, I think younger people possibly sort of create their own events in a way and are less likely to sort of have that wholesale enthusiasm for an international event.
And do you think we will see changes in the future to international events? And if so, what sort of changes might we see?
Well, I don't know what we would see, but I would like to see is there being less competitiveness. I mean, it would be nice to have international events like sporting events where people weren't competing under a national flag. That would just have people competing and who was the fastest, the highest, the quickest, whatever, rather than this idea that you are doing it for your country. But I can see that happening. I suspect that they will become much more organized, they will become more expensive, I think also, and much more commercialized.
Thank you. That's the end of the test.
Thank you. That's all my practice. Thank you so much for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.